Good morning, my dear students. I will start class 7 maths. Today I will start the simplify with rational numbers. There is division and multiplication, so it is called the simplify. 17 by 27. If it is division, on that time multiplication and multiplicative inverse from this fraction or rational number. Minus 17. Okay, multiply minus 34 by 18. 17, I did 17. 27 and 36, all of these numbers divisible by 9. 3 9s are 27, 4 9s are 36. So we should write here 4 as a numerator and 3 as a denominator. And here is minus and here is plus. That means plus minus. If plus minus multiply, that is also minus. Minus 34 by 18. So it is 2 2s are 4, 2 9s are 18. Minus, if minus multiply with minus, that is plus, so not needed to write it right here. 34 2s are, that is 34 2s are 68. 3 9s are 27. If the numerator is greater than denominator, so we should divide it. 27 2s are 54, so we should write here 14. 14 as a quotient, so we should write here 14 as numerator and 27 as denominator. So the answer is okay. After that, I will go the next. This one is also simplify with addition and subtraction. 2 by 5 plus minus, that is minus 3 by 8 minus 11 by 20. So at first we should find out the LCM of denominator. 5, 8 and 20. If we write here 5, 5 1s are 5, 8, 5 4s are 20. 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 1s are 4. That means 5 4s are 20 plus 20 multiply with 5, 4, 2. That is 5 4s are 20 plus into 2, that is 40. So we should write here 40. If 5 divided by 4, here is 5, that means 8 left. So we should multiply 8 with 2, that is 16. Minus 8 here, 4 2s are 8, that means 5 left. So 5 3s are 15. That is 20. 5 4s are 20, that means 2 left on that time. 2 multiply with 11, that is 22. 16 minus 15, that is 1, minus 22 by 40. That is 21, minus 21 by 40. This one is the answer. Because the greater than, before greater than numbers, it is minus, so that's why it is minus. Okay. After that, I will go to the next. Now I will tell you what is terminating number, terminating decimals, and what is non-terminating decimal. Terminating and what is non-terminating decimal. Okay, suppose it is 5 by 2 fraction, 5 by 2, and 2 2s are 4, 1 left, it is in here, 0 take out, 5 2s are 10. That means the division, after point the division ends up. Okay, we find that the division ends up after decimal. Okay, or after some steps division will be end up, or we find the division end up after few steps. But if it is 2 by 9, point is in here, 9 2s are 18, 2 left, once again 0 take out, and 9 2s are 18 once again, same the left. Okay, that means we find in this time division doesn't end. Okay, if the quotient doesn't end after few steps, that is called the non-terminating decimal. Okay, this one is called the non-terminating decimal. If the division will be ends up after few steps or after decimal, it is called terminating decimals. If the division doesn't end and quotient doesn't end after few steps, that is called the non-terminating decimals. That means we find the division doesn't ends up, and so the quotient doesn't terminate. That means the quotient doesn't terminate. Quotient is non-terminate. That is called the non-terminate decimal. This one is called the non-terminating fraction. Okay, so after that I will go and I will tell you without fraction how to find out of which one is the terminate decimal or which one is the non-terminate decimal, non-terminate fraction. Suppose it is 5 by 2 and it is 2 by 9. If there is either 2, 3 or this both number present in the denominator, that fraction and that fraction is the terminating fraction. Without this one called the non-terminating fraction. That means as the denominator here is 2, that means 2 here, so it is terminating fraction. But if it is 7 by 15, if we should factorize, find out the factorize of 15, that is 3 and 5 here, but 2 also there, 3 also there. That means if 3 is in there in the denominator, this one is the non-terminating fraction. Okay, so in this way, or thus we should tell which one is the terminating decimal, terminating fraction, or which one is the non-terminating fraction. If is there any 2, 3 or the both numbers is in place, is presence on the in the decimal denominator, that means it is a terminating fraction. If is there any, suppose it is 9, that means 3 here, 3 and 3, that means sorry, it is 2 or 5, not in 3. Yes, it is 3, that's why it is non-terminating fraction. Okay, if the denominator, the fraction of the factors of denominators presents 2, 5 or both. Okay, suppose it is 5 by 8, that means if we should find out the factorization of 8, that is 2, 2, 2, that means all of these factors are 2, that means 2 is in there in the denominator, so this one is called the terminating decimal fraction. But if it is 15, by 15, that means 15 here as a denominator, 3 5s are 15, 5 also there, but 3 also is in there. If there is present 3, on that time this fraction goes to the non-terminating fraction. Okay, so many things are there. If it is non-terminating fraction, on that time it is like this. Okay, that means 3 after division quotient doesn't end. Okay, if we should convert it into a fraction, if we should convert a non-terminating decimal as fraction into a fraction, in this time this is like this. We should write here 3, this 3. If there is non-terminating sign, we should write here 9. Okay, that is also 1 by 3. Okay, and if it is 0.1, 2 is non-terminating. That means we should write here at first 12. 1 left, that means 1 we should subtract 1. After that, for this ones digit, we should write here 1 or single 9. 1 is a blank or left, that's why you should write here 1 0. Suppose it is 0.132, so we should write here at first 132, and we should subtract 13 because 13 left from non-terminating sign. We should write here as non-terminating sign, we should write here 1 9, single 9, because single digit isn't under the non-terminate. Terminate 3 2 digits, that's why you should write here double zeros. We should subtract it and divide it by 900. Okay, 2 minus 3, that is 12 minus 3, that is 9. After that 2 is in here, so 1 and 1. This one is the answer. So these are your homework: non-terminating, terminating fraction, decimals, and also simplify with the rational number by adding, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, so these are your homework: 71, 72, and all of these are the non-terminating and terminating fraction or decimal. Okay, Okay, thank you, my dear students. You should do your homework properly. Okay, submit it to our WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you so much.